Hey guys, what's up? It's Jimmy, and welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Weird Facts and Trivia. It's been a while since the last one, but I'm not gonna let that stop us from having some fun. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. Anyway, let's get started with the episode. I figured I'd start this video off by talking about what might be one of the weirdest things I've ever talked about on this show. During my travels on the internet, I stumbled across a game titled Pokemon Masters Arena. I had never heard of this game before, so I decided to do some investigating. It turns out that it's a spin-off game for the PC, published in 2003 by a company called ValueSoft. ValueSoft's Wikipedia page redirects to Cosmi Corporation. I've never come across that name, so I decided to check out what games they were known for. They gotta be pretty good if they're getting a Pokemon license, right? Yes, of course, everyone's favorite, the President is missing for the Commodore 64. How could I forget about that classic? Now, obviously, I don't know if this game is any good or not, and frankly, I don't really care. But can we just look at this title? Like, seriously. The President is missing. Is that even a legal thing? Can you do that? Can you make that a title? Pokemon Masters Arena itself is just a poorly made minigame compilation for parents to give to their kids to keep them quiet. Not very surprising, but I think the best part of this whole story is what's left on the disc. On this game's disc are various art and music assets from other titles that involve the cartoons Blue's Clues, Care Bears, and VeggieTales. And VeggieTales has the most going on here. Blue's Clues had like 2 pictures and a song. VeggieTales has like an entire game. It's just the whole game. And what's that? You don't know what VeggieTales is? Well, I wish I was you. I think if we could say we learned one thing today, it's that Pokemon has a connection to dog detectives, creepily happy bears, and Christian produce. Although Pokemon put them on the map, GameFreak has a pretty long history in the gaming industry. They've made a bunch of really unique titles prior to their work on their most famous series. Some of these are games like Smart Ball, Mendel Palace, and a personal favorite of mine, Pulseman. How does this connect with the Pokemon series, you ask? Well, there are 3 really cool throwbacks in the more recent Pokemon games to Pulseman. Pulseman's design seems to have inspired many different Pokemon. Some examples are Ledian and Bisharp. Moving past his physical appearance, Pulseman's defining attribute is his ability to travel through electric impulses and circuits, as well as household appliances. What Pokemon do we know that has a connection to household appliances? That's right, it's Rotom. The way you capture Rotom in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum is by freeing it from the TV in the old chateau. This is similar to how Pulseman begins the first level in the game. He exits a tiny TV. Also like Rotom, Pulseman uses electric attacks, one of which is his Voltesser, which translates to Voltackle, which would later become a signature move for the Pikachu evolutionary family. The way Voltackle looks in the Super Smash Bros. Series is very similar to the way it looks in Pulseman. Some more connections between Pulseman and Gen 4 lie in Neo Tokyo's theme. A portion of Barry's theme from the Generation 4 games has a very similar melody to a portion of the song used in this level. And lastly, the villains in Pulseman are known as the Galaxy Gang. They're led by Doc Waruyama and strive to conquer the galaxy through cyber-terrorism. Their logo looks like this, and the head at the top looks awfully similar to Mewtwo's head, though it's probably meant to be Waruyama himself. The name Galaxy Gang is later reused in the Japanese versions of Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Gingadon translates to Galaxy Gang, which in the localized versions became Team Galactic. And while both organizations share the same name, their motives are quite different. Cyrus, the leader of Team Galactic, wants to create his own world with the power of the Sinnoh legendaries, whereas Waruyama, like I said before, wants to take over the galaxy. And And while not Pulseman related, GameFreak did throw in a reference to one of their newest games, Harmonix, into Pokémon X and Y. In Shallow City's Pokémon Center, this punk guy will tell you all about this totally sweet game he's been playing recently. You play as some cool little dude who runs around and whacks enemies to the beat of the music. Can you guess what game he's talking about? I would hope so. And now that I've started talking about Harmonix, I thought I'd point out something else that's pretty cool. The main villain of the game, Gargan, has giant speakers on his back. That makes sense, it's a music game. Now take a good look at its color scheme. Purple and black are very prominent. Now guess who else happens to be purple and black? That's right, the Generation 6 Pokemon Noibat and its evolution, Noivern. The bad Pokemon's ears are also shaped like speakers. This is probably just a weird coincidence, but who knows, maybe these Pokemon are little references to Gargan. Anyway guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, definitely hit that subscribe button, I would really appreciate it, and you'll be able to find out when I upload my next videos. If you enjoyed this video, check out the last episode in this series. It focuses entirely on Pokemon X and Y, and there's a lot of cool stuff in that. If you want to know which Pokemon spin-offs are my favorites, then check out my list of the top 5 Pokemon spin-offs, with special guests, the Dex. And be sure to follow me on all my social media things as well. You can find out when I'm working on new videos, what those videos might be, and all sorts of other fun stuff. It's a great way to contact me as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you all next time with more videos.